not. Maybe now it's going to work. Woohoo! We are on fire tonight, folks. Some of the buttons not working, so maybe you get to see a little behind the scenes as I'm looking around trying to see what the hell is going on. Welcome to Tuesday with Todd, where tonight we're going to do something I do not think has ever been done in live. I know for a fact we've never did Rhinestuds, but I don't think a lot of other ones have seen them. So that's what we're going to show tonight. We've got, I'm going to get you some links in here. We're going to go over, I got notes tonight. So first off, let me turn on the ticker. Turn on the ticker. Why? Because, that way you guys can get see the stuff that's the stuff. Where's the ticker at? There it is. Show the ticker, folks. There it is. So with that, first up, let me know if you can see me and hear me now. Should be good. Everything there. If you got a banner problem, it is what it is. Welcome. Use the code TWT and you're going to save 25% on rhinestones, rhinestuds, and flatbacks. Boom. That's what we got. Use that code. Use that code to save some money, because guess what? Christmas will be here before you know it. And people would like, who wouldn't like a bag of rhinestones in their stocking? Just saying, right? Why not? Why not give them a little something there with it? So we got that code in there. Next up, let me get back into my notes. Here's what we're going to do. All purchases tonight, from now to the end of the show, going to be entered into a drawing. What are you going to win tonight? Well, tonight, the flock templates that I need to send a message, because I have not made those to it. Because I'm looking at those on the cutter and I haven't got that far. Flock templates need weeded. Need weeded. There. I knew I was forgetting something. I set up the camera. I moved it up some more and raised that so you get more of a view. And I completely forgot about the flock. So giveaway. We're going to give away the 2 templates that we used for tonight. We're going to give you some stones. Stones. I got stones in my brain. We're going to give you some studs. So we got the studs that we're going to give you, and we'll get you some hot fix tape. So you have no reason that you cannot make the same shirt, right? In your own little variation of it, because the blade is right there underneath it. Perfect. Yeah, it was over there. So we got that. So tonight's the schedule of events. We'll check in here in a second. I'm a little discombobulated on stuff. I'm telling you. Anybody else in a shit show of a day, of a week, of right before the holidays? I'll raise my hand for that. Anybody else grossly undercalculate how long something should take to do and screw that up? Yep. About something I thought was going to take about 4 hours is going to take about 30. Nah, they'll probably take like 15. So I was a quarter off on my calculations, and that sucks. So there's that. The State of the Union. We've got some few things we're going to talk about in there. We're going to give you some updates on where we are with things being added to the website, new things to come, things that are here now to help us make some stuff for you. And then we're going to make the shirt, and then we'll do a giveaway. Does that sound good? Like I said, if that sounds good to me, let me know. I'm ready to check in and see how it is doing there for Rich. Hello, how are you doing tonight? Howdy, Texas time from Randy. Randy, how are you doing? Annette, howdy to you. Jocelyn, hello to you. Hi, Eric. Where did I miss Eric? Did I miss Eric up there? No, there's Eric. I thought it was right below you. Debbie, hello to you. How are you doing today? Peekaboo, we see you. I know, it was weird because we've got part of this screen that's here, but it was still showing there. Not. It is what it is. I'm just bouncing around, getting it going, doing what we can do. Pilar, thank you for being in here. Hi, Yanks from Barbara. Oh,
because I think the H is not lined up.
This is why I try and do stuff beforehand, because I probably screwed this up and I don't even know if I still have it around here. If it's going to be here, it's going to be this one. I do believe Corey's trying to sneak in here. She's trying to sneak in and not be snuck in here.
What's going on here?
What's going on there? There's where I got to put a black background behind it. I'll show you that here. Let me show on the screen. So that way you can see. We'll bring the screen up. We'll show you the design that we're going to cut tonight, Corey's going to weed, pull, on that, and we'll
Oh,
get
there's
that.
a hat on it, huh?
Yeah, there's a hat on it. You
Oh, I
know,
was like,
she
that
was very
H is not-
she's very confused because I gotta find it on here. We gotta entire screen it. We got this. This is what we're going to make to where'd it go? There it is. This is what we're going to make tonight. And Corey was like, "What's this weirdness? What's going on with it?" Because she can't see it.
Okay.
So here's what we do: is we just go ahead and put a box behind there. We'll turn this box back, and then using our handy dandy wizard right here, boom, hit it to the back, and now you can see. So that's what we're going to make tonight, and we're going to make this out of studs. And so we're going to give it a go. We're going to use, I think, whites. We're going to do 2 of them because I got hooks so I can hang stuff now. So we can make sure to put one of them up here. So this is what we're going to make tonight. And that's what we're going to do. Ho, ho, ho. I will go ahead and get that. How they weed? Did they weed good? Yeah, I screwed up on that. My cutting strip split. It split right in the center as I was cutting. So I got to replace that. I'm telling you, it was a magical day of stuff today. Just when it seems to be going, right? It is. It's going to be Christmas. What do we have? A week and a day? Is that right? 9 days? Something like that. Christmas before we know for it. Hello, Nora. Hello to you. Put the right tab in, right? That's what I was doing. Like trying to figure out. Like I'm looking over here because my camera is like right here. And so my monitor is behind my camera. So you're right here. My monitor is behind it. And all my tabs are like right across the top of it. So I try and put everything that I need to the left or to the right, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs that are right behind where that little frame is, and I couldn't find it. So I'm like, that's where they got to be. That's where it is. It is. We're getting through it. Right. Everybody else getting their hellos in there. Hello to Jocelyn and hello to Eric and Gloria. Hello to you. I won because I'm doing Rhinestuds, right? Matt didn't do Rhinestuds. We're doing Rhinestuds. I will tell you this. Tonight is the first time ever that Corey has done Rhinestuds. So we're going to see how they are. Lighter touch. You don't need as hard as a touch with it, as firm as a touch when you're doing it. Same circle sizes, same everything, same rules apply as stones. Same pressing, same everything there. So that's what we have with it. Bag of studs, right? Bag of studs. It does sound interesting. We're going to show it off because does everybody know? Let me know in the comments. Do you know the difference between rhinestones and rhinestuds? And if somebody says one's a stud and one's a stone, we're going to have issues. So I'll wait for you to answer that while we get there in it. And let's see what we got for it. Giveaway studs tonight might work for the ladies. Ooh, Eric, we're going to send them your way, right? Or send you their way? Let me know. Don't mind me doing silly things. I do silly things all day. Jay Ness, I 1,000% agree. 1,000% agree. And we did not market at anything for Christmas on the retail because we were slowly stepping back away from the retail side of making things. We're only doing the handful of select ones. We didn't take any custom orders, any personalized orders, any of the things that we typically go out and after. And it's still a busy season because of our corporate clients that still needed things and things done that way. And so we still have 1, 2, 3 to finish up before Christmas. Yeah. What the hell were we thinking right there? So we're way behind on it. Since 5 o'clock this morning. So we are now 14 hours into the workday. I have missed out on like 2.5 of those hours. And that was taking the kids to school, picking the kids up from school. And then I said, you know what? We got to take a little break. And we did dinner. Other than that, it's there. Yesterday, same thing. I don't think last night it was done until 11. We did it, and it's going. Why? Because magically, as we talked about before, I became sick. I said I always get sick around Christmas. Last Friday hit me like a ton of bricks in Friday afternoon, and I started just not feeling the greatest. It's about 2:30. Then the fever kicked in, and that was all she wrote. And I am still feeling the lingering effects of that, but it was not good. It was just not good. And I'm tired. And things that I try and catch up on the weekends, I wasn't able to do. So, yep, behind. Whole year, Alan. I will say it was not for us just because, hey, we bought the Rhinestone World. So I don't know what the hell we were thinking there, but we did that. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got here, Gloria? I'm heading north tomorrow and have absolutely nothing ready, and still have packages to get ready in the mail tomorrow. Yep, it's been one of those weeks, not just days. Same thing. Our courier service that takes care of us for our packaging. We have all the stuff done. They get it from there, and then we just have to. They take care of it, getting to UPS, FedEx, USPS, DHL, everywhere that it needs to go. They take care of that. They're closed on Christmas Eve, so we're like, okay. So everything's still open. We can still run around and ship out orders from the 23rd, the 24th. But it was like, okay, just adds another thing to it. Happy holidays to you, Lori. Happy holidays to you. And Quilter Crew, hello to you. And weird, it's a full screen on my iPad, not on the computer. You have two things to choose from. You have a portrait view, which is this one, and then you have a landscape view, which is this one. So you can choose between the two that you would want. And I would go landscape view, but some people like it on that. Janessa said, hey. And Corey's over there pulling stuff, and she's setting stuff up, and we're gonna get ready to go in there for you. Are you gonna print that out for Christmas? What are we gonna print out? Let me know it there. Select the design, and then click that black box on the sheet of paper. And oh yes, here's the thing, Crystal. Remember how we talked about where we just say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, or it's easier. I've been doing it for years that way when I just want to grab something. And so, yeah. And this is the things. That's where it's like there are still a boatload of features, quick things to do. But I still do it the other way because I just go through with it. Oh, look, the design is personalized for my sister. Oh, you should give it to her. Give it to her and say, I made you a shirt to say your name. I have a giant bag of studs and never knew what to do with them. We're going to make them. It's the same thing. That's what we got for it. Right. Hello from Miami. Today is definitely pushed through Tuesday. What'd you say, Corey? Oh, Corey's getting close. So we'll get through things. Megan, did your stuff arrive today? When did it arrive? Well, I don't know when did it ship. When did it arrive? You should have it soon. Matt loses by default. Right. Studs are painted. Studs are concave. Ooh, I know. Crystal, what is it? Crystal? Look, see, I can't say I know for sure. I don't know. I always think stones are more flashy. Yep. Studs are painted metal. Stones are crystal. So that Eric is almost perfect. Stones can be crystal, glass, or acrylic. And that's the big part of it. The resin is in there too, but the studs are going to be painted metal, and they can sparkle and they can shimmer and they can shine just like stones, but just not as much because they don't have the refractionary tendencies that the glass stones crystals do. I think that's right. Speaking of the retail side of Christmas, I still need to order ugly Christmas sweaters. Go to the site and order them. That way we can do with it. It'll arrive on the 18th. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited to see you make something with it. If you didn't know, Megan won last week, and we got her stuff, and she's going to make it with it. So I'm checking my notes because we're going to do State of the Union while Corey finishes up there. And then we'll get right into making stuff. And then we're going to get right back to work because I know you guys have stuff to do. We have stuff to do. So, the giveaway docs. Yes. If you want to win something tonight, what do we got to do? We want to make the purchases, and that's what we'll give away. And you know what? We might give a stud sampler pack. We might do some studs in that. We're going to go ahead and put that giveaway form down here for you. And that way we'll get it in there. So go make sure, right click, copy, paste, and get that signed up there for you for it. And that way you'll be all set and ready to rock and roll, right? That's what I'm saying. That's how we do this. There we said. Purchases over $0. Good point, Crystal. Purchases over $0. So here's what we got. Today is December 16th. That means if you have not purchased your wizard yet, you have 15 days still to do so at the great price of $29.99 and getting $29.99 back in digital credits. That ends this month. So you have 15 days left to get that done. So make sure that you go in there and order it now because next month, no credits. So you have 15 days left to go make your wizard purchase, get that taken care of for you. So that's number one. Number two, the reason we've had late nights is because, we deal with suppliers in different sides of the world. We deal with suppliers in France, and we deal with suppliers in Italy. We deal with suppliers in Bangladesh and Singapore and Korea and China. And so we have different times that we have to meet for different people. And one of the things that we're doing, and we're having them sent to us, is we are sampling some new premium stones. So right now for our 16 facet stones, that we carry those in the crystal, in the crystal AB. But Corey, if Corey is around, if Corey's around and can hear me, she can bring me the list of things. But we are bringing. Okay, transfer tape. Go run up and tell her to grab me the list of the premium stones that are coming in, because as we're looking forward this, they'll be arriving sometime in beginning of sometime in the next couple weeks to a month. Well. That'll be into the beginning of the year, so that's when we'll have it there. But what's coming up? Well, we have Black History Month coming up. We have Valentine's Day coming up. We have Mardi Gras coming up. We have St. Patrick's Day coming up. So when we're looking at samples of things to bring in, we said, okay, because there was 500 gross minimum, 10 gross bags. So we just said, okay, let's order minimums of these ones so we know what we're getting with it. And so there's going to be some gold yellows. There's going to be some pinks, reds. There's going to be some greens. So we're going to see what they look like. And so there's your little teaser for you. We will be, in 2026, we will be expanding our premium cut stone line. Now, what does that mean to the rest of the stones? Well, if you didn't know, the diamond or the Korean low lead, some of those are being phased out. And reason being is because the diamond cut can be had for about the same price, and it's a lot better quality. In Korean low lead, you're going to start seeing those inventory numbers really shrink on things because we don't need to have the same color across 4 lines of things. And so some of those, some of the Korean low lead colors are good colors, and we can't get those in the ones, so they'll stick around. But a lot of the ones probably, are going to go away. So I got the list here of colors that are coming in. There's a couple colors we're going to rename, and so we're not 100% sure, because we don't have a name for them. They're just numbers. So we're going to see what they are when they get here. But we're going to have an emerald coming in. We're going to have a rose coming in. We're going to have an amethyst coming in. We're going to have a citrine coming in. We're going to have a blue coming in, a red coming in, a garnet coming in, and then what the crystal, more of the crystal. So we're going to have some premium stones coming in. And then we're going to, little by little add to it. So if there is a color that is in the diamond cut line that you really like and you'd like to see if there's something available, let us know, because we'll see. That's kind of what we're basing stuff off. Is we're going to bring some samples in. If it sells, great. It means to keep it. If it doesn't sell, it means probably don't need to. So we're going to go there with it. But that's where we are in that. We're diligently working behind the scenes on bringing new stuff in. There could be some new products coming in, some new lines coming in, some new blanks. And by blanks, what does that mean? One of the things that we got asked about was accessories, like the glitter and rhinestone laces for hoodies. And so I said, hey, well, let's look into it and see. And we, found a couple different manufacturers. And so samples have been sent, test them out, see how they hold up in wash, seeing what they're doing. When stuff holds up, when we find the right product, we'll get that. But we're continuously, looking for those new things to be able to get you guys what you need, what you want, really, because at the end of the day, without you guys, we're nothing. So thank you for spending some time with us tonight. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a part of this tonight. Okay, so back over to my notes to see what I need. Any questions, comments, concerns so far? We've got that wizard reminder. We got the stones, DTF transfers, rhinestone transfers. Those are the 2 next big ones. Still running some hiccups on the getting the DTF integration into our e-commerce solution. It is working beautifully over on fatdadprintco.com. It is working. It's working amazing over there with it. You can either do by gang sheets of your 1 foot sections or linear inches off of it. You can do those two. Glitter DTF is available over there, so you can go check it out in there. But we're working on integrating all of that into the TRW ecosystem. So then you never have to leave it. You'll be able to go it. It will be a lot of times it'll be a separate ship because it just depends on that bag log for it. We don't want to, if you were say you ordered, 100 feet of transfers and 1 bag of stones, well, maybe that 100 sheet of DTF transfers isn't going to print and be ready to go till tomorrow, but the stones we can pull now. So we're like, here, let's just divide and conquer and go out with it. So that's going on with that. Then the big elephant in the room, rhinestone transfers. When the hell are you going to do those? Because it sure, let me find the amazing comment, and maybe I will protect the innocent and you can go in. I mean, it's not a bad comment, but it is, one of those ones where if you have questions, just ask and we will do our best to always answer those for you. But when we had somebody that was, where was it at? That what was it? That it said that so sad this company no longer cares about their past customers with custom orders. Now, that's pretty far fetched because if we didn't care, we would just send out and not care. But we cannot produce the quality with what we have available. With the machines were damaged in shipping, we got one up and going. It is a full-time job to run that. Then the margins on those are nowhere near what they are on everything else. And for those that don't know, when we bought it, we weren't buying, we were just buying the digital side of things. Somebody else was going to take care of the physical thing, and there's going to be a partnership there. And then a week before, they kind of fell out of it, and we said okay. And so we had no plans until the week before to take over the physical side of it because we knew the undertaking was had. And we knew that, the important things, rhinestones, HTV, let's get those out because those were always something that was offered to you. The custom transfers is never something openly put out there. You could if you knew where to look and things like that, but we can't produce. If somebody says, hey, we need, 100 transfers. Well, if we run the numbers on it and it's going to take for theirs, we can only get 4 done an hour. It's 25 hours. Like that's not working for anybody. So until we have that process down, until we are comfortable with it, and until we know that we can provide you with a quality product in a timely manner, it's just not going to be something that we're going to offer. We thought that, it would just be a simple boom, boom, bang, put it in, ready to go. But when you're looking at electrical issues, you're looking at, HVAC issues, when you're looking at logistical issues to do it, when you're looking at inventory issues, if we want to stock to a proper level to do transfers, you're looking at 5 figures in inventory that we need to buy and bring in for it. So it's a huge undertaking. It wasn't something that we were prepared to do when we initially thought. We're like, oh yeah, we'll be up and running. Then we get it here and realize, oh, there's way more to this, and we're going to do our best to do it. But we're thinking we might be able to do it on a very, very, very limited basis next month with very, very limited customers, and those ones are ones that are ordering 100 at a time type ones, because doing a 12-1 setup in time, it's tough to manage. So we want to make sure that there are clients that are ordering 100 at a time. Great, we can do this and go from there. We'll keep everybody updated as we go, but we're just trying to be upfront, honest. Here it is with it. We're always been, as transparent as we can with it because we're just not sure on what it is with it, because we want to make sure that everything is good to go with it. Let's see. Late night purveyors is their daytime working. I know. But when we're finishing up meetings at 1 a.m., My alarm goes off at 5, you know. And lately, my alarm doesn't even go off. I'm up at 4:30, and I'm just like, okay, it's time to get up. Let's just get to work. And I'm in the office here, between 5 and 6. So then we just roll, 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 and now it is just going to good. Yes, new colors. Ooh, rose. Could that be a perfect color for my cheer squads? Maybe. We'll once it gets in here, we'll do a live, and that'll be a live showing off those new colors with the new things with it, and we'll do I can't even think of what it's called. We'll do something on it, and when that pops in my head, we'll go there for it. Jerry's here, but she's quiet. It's a feeling pain. I try to keep people to prices that corporate want, while my coworkers see prices as suggestions, and any cash account as an opportunity to give people deals. Ugh. Oh, oh, oh. Man, that's not fun. Oh, Corey, listen, there aren't enough hours in most of my days. It is when you're trying the best we can. Corey's just laying it out there. Yes, and that's the thing is, when we look at everything we're trying to do, we're right in the mix with you guys. Even though on the retail side we're not producing like we were, we're still running into the same things where tight deadlines, quick turnaround times, supply issues, shipping issues, all those things, and we're trying to make the most of it, while putting TRW is the number one priority, and where it's like, here, it's you guys are all taken care of first on things, and then it goes into the other things, and then it's back. It's a huge undertaking, and when you look at in due time, we're going to say we're in 2025, right? 2030, at the end of the year of 2030, when I know that everything is officially mine, that nobody can take it from us. We have it here. All my loans are paid. Everything's there. I'm out of debt on stuff. I will be able to reflect back, and I will be able to give everybody a proper timeline on how everything went down and where things were and what how we thought things were going to turn out and how they didn't, and how we got to where we were. Can't wait for that. But let's just say that we were prepared for half of it, and we are super unprepared for the other half because we never planned on it. So we're working through it. We'll get it there. Like even on retail spots, that was the hardest thing, looking for something. And when you're looking for something and they want $3,500 for a shithole building, and they want a 3 to 5 year lease on it, you're like, no. When there's a crap hole building that has windows boarded up that's next to a Little Caesars pizza place, and they want $10,000 a month for it, no. So there's a lot that goes into it. We want to find the right spot. We don't want to just jump into it, and we're making do with everything that we can do. But it has been it's been an amazing journey. I would not change any of it. Purchasing it allowed it to stay alive. When we looked at certain things, the Wizard didn't go to subscription. It was dying because it was not self-sustainable. It was costing way too much money, wasn't bringing enough in. So it had to go to subscription for it. Inventory levels, we had to bring those back up because as somebody's selling a company, they bring things down because that's a smart thing to do. And then we have to bring them back up. Well, we have to, where does that extra money come from? Guess what? Out of our pockets until you build that up. So little by little by little, we're getting back to those levels there. Turnaround times, if you're placing orders by noon Eastern, almost all the time it is going out the same day. There are some instances where it's not, but very rare. If you're ordering by noon Eastern, your stuff's going out that same day. Now, if you order at 3:00 on a Friday and you are upset because it doesn't ship out until Monday, like that, we say right there, here's what we're doing with it, because hello, this is what we're doing. So really working through all those, and we're getting back up with it and going through it for it. And so let's see where it is. Let's see. And Crystal, I've had to do the same thing with Rep in China at the height of my tumble making. Not a fan, right? When you start, 11, and because if you're not there with them, what happens? You send emails and they reply, and something that could be finished in, a 2 hour, back and forth ends up taking 2 weeks because it's just there to do it. And Corey, you're doing awesome. We rock and we love you. You're just saying that because we pay you. We're just paying you to say that. That's the other thing. We're just paying. They're just being nice because you're paying them. No, they genuinely care, and we genuinely care about you. And look, oh, well, thanks, Pilar. I mean, I'm not getting like 4 or 5, but I am up later. Most times, yes. We kind of have an overlapping schedule. She'll stay up later in the night. I get up earlier in the morning, and that's how we get it done. And Sri, yeah, you'll find a way. People just need to be patient while they find a way. And that's how anything goes. All we can do is, tell people how things are going and what's going on with it. And that's part of, the State of the Union. Here's what we're doing. And here's what we're working to better things. We're always open to suggestions. We're always trying to make things better. We're always wanting to improve upon the product we have. But, this is the hand that we have, and we're gonna play it to the best of our ability to with it. Oh, well, you saw some. Well, thanks, Jerry. Where's Matt? Right now, probably kicking back, laughing, going, I don't have to do these anymore. Matt's doing good. Matt is doing good. So the girl, good evening to you. Unfortunately, it's a side of now. The word patient doesn't exist in some people's vocabulary. 100% agree, Rich. And a lot of that, we did. We created that, because, we went into the Amazon. I can order something, at 10 a.m. and I have it by 6 p.m. And so we just get used accustomed to that. But now, look, there's people saying, I'm going to cancel my Prime membership because I ordered this today and it's not going to be here for a week. Some things just happen. And AC Amazon's having those issues with it. We just do it. I got my shipping notification for my flock. It's arriving on Friday. Woo! I love it. Oh, speaking of flock, if you want bonus bundles of flock, and that's where you buy the roll of flock and you get the bonus bag of stones, there's probably only 10 of those left. Flock isn't going anywhere. We got thousands of feet in stock, but the bonus bundles, the way that we had to order them in, is no longer. So what we can do and what we're looking at possibly doing after we get through the holidays is, can we break some of that down into bonus bundles? Possibly. But for now, everything's by the roll or everything's by the foot. Once those are gone, like I said, there's probably only 10 left. So if you want the bonus bundle where you get the 15-foot roll of flock and the 100 gross of mystery stones, there's only a handful of those left. So get in there and get it. And Asha says, I love what you're doing, TRW. All right. Hey, we try. We really want to, we want you guys to be as much a part of this as we are. Like, without you guys, we don't have a business. And we are super appreciative for you being here through this journey with us, for sticking through this. What I love is I love the negative comments that are meant to be positive comments. Do you know what that means? Like, hey, love you guys, but the butts are always awesome. Is there something to do with this? That's great. You're giving us, that negative feedback that is positive. Like, hey, what about this? Not coming in all hot and heavy. We had a customer, and if their customers listen, I won't state your name, but I will say, I will put the story out there, and you, as our TRW crew, I would like you to tell me how to judge this person. Okay. So we had stones come in. And we all know that there can be a variation of color from stones to stones, from when they come in, from shipping lots and things that they were done for them. And the customer emailed in and said, hey, these colors are off. Didn't send any pictures, didn't send anything with it. And so the reply was, hey, there can be, a color variation from batch to batch. And that's what it is. Completely came unglued at it. Up one street, down the other. We are the rhinestone world. We should have control over this. We should be the manufacturer of this. On and on. That we were pretty much a crappy company with it, and that we didn't know what we were doing. And so I'm like, what stones were these? So I can actually go look. Sure enough, the stones that came in when they arrived, they were not what we ordered. They were labeled what we ordered, but they were not what we ordered. And so it was a mistake on our manufacturer's end. And we apologized and said, hey, we don't have these in stock. We can get it for them. It'll be a couple weeks before they get here for it. We'd be happy to, refund you. You can wait on it. Up one street, down the other. We looked, we didn't have any here. Pilar actually had some in her stash. And so Pilar took from her personal stash, and she hasn't told me a price to give her, so I can just credit her for those. She told the customer, I have some of my personal stash. I will send you. Okay. She did it. Send it to the customer. Customer never said thank you. Customer didn't acknowledge that they showed up. Didn't have anything with it. Still meanie poo. And that's where I said, it's time to fire a customer. I'm like, I really don't care if she ever, or he, or they ever order again. The biggest thing that I hate is when I hear, that I'm a very loyal customer, that we spent thousands of dollars with you, and I look and you spent $200 in 10 years. Super loyal. You deserve the word. Every customer, whether you spend $1 with us or you spend $1,000 a day with us, you are the exact same. I will treat you the same. You're not, there's no one better than the other one. But if you play that card, I have to go look so I can see, okay, sorry, let me make sure this is here with it. I was not happy about that. So yeah, don't treat our staff like shit. Like, they're doing their best to take care of issues. And we have mispacked some things. I'd probably say 5 or 6 orders in the last 2-3 weeks. And we're trying to figure out the process with it. Yep. And I can see, like, one, how the hell did we forget a magic scoop? No clue. And so if something is to you and it's wrong, we always ask, just take a picture of the packing slip and send it in. Sometimes, do I have one here? Do I have a packing slip here? I don't. You'll have design. Then there'll be something that is a physical product, and then design. So if you're scrolling, you're scanning through it, crossing, so you miss it. And so that's why, okay, here's where it is. I need to be more mindful of that. I try and highlight things so it's there. Then I try and mark when I've did it, and then Corey will mark when she do it. Sometimes I may put things in the wrong spot. She doesn't notice it. And so we're trying to better our process with it. So, we're not perfect by any means. We accept responsibility for it. We get the stuff back out and on. But man, when people are mean, it's just, if does anybody, Nick from Craft Vinyl, just saying, that's maybe sometimes he's not wrong with things. All right. Mary Alice says, I still can't get used to Tuesday nights. Love the new night, but I just forgot about it. Oh my game tonight though. What game's tonight? Okay, tonight's design. Yes, that's on there. All right. Justin, I'm so thankful for you and Corey. I am too. I have a question. What does the mixed shaped accents work? Ooh, they don't necessarily. You would add those as accents, where you're going to accent pieces. You're going to use your crystal katana, and you're going to place those as accent ones. But you could make a shape and make stones. Oh, that sounds like a great webinar on stuff. That sounds like a great webinar, Megan. All right. We feel the same, Justin. I've been here in a long time. Things look like they have changed a lot. They have changed a lot for you. I own tonight's design. Look at that. I'm in the cool clip. From TRW, yes, they're focusing on the sunglass business. And so that's what he's doing. Yeah, it used to be 4 to 6 weeks before Amazon. 100% it was. Crystal said, thank you for stellar picks in that box. I'm fishing through, trying to decide what I'm making first. Corey made little boxes for the girls to send out to them so that they could have it. And she went live on TikTok showing off what you all put in the box. Ooh! I like it. The code for tonight, TWT 25. I love that you explain things of what's going on. Understand how difficult it is. I bought a business years ago and it was a nightmare. 100%, right? But would you do it again? Absolutely. Anybody that goes into buying a business and thinks it's going to be perfect, sorely mistaken. They're in a world of hurt. We knew it wasn't going to be it. And don't worry about the haters. They always will. I figure if we're not being hated, we're not doing something right. That's how I should go for it. All right. Let's see. I love the flock bundle, not for the bonus, but because the 15-foot is 15. The 15-foot roll is over 15 less than by the foot. Oh, I think it's pretty close right now. Once we get this, it's going to be, I think it is pretty close, but I'm looking at possibly breaking stuff down and doing different ones, like a 20-footer or a 25-footer. Once we get through these holidays, I want to see how much we have, because I know people would buy more if we had it there, and we're looking to box wise and what all fits for it. So don't worry. There's a chance it could come back, Gloria, for it. Because the big thing is making sure we can get the shipment to come on, because there's a whole bunch of fun production stuff. All right. Yeah, customer fired. Totally fine with that. And they will go ahead and, talk up one street and down the other, because I love some of you guys to death. And there's people that love to talk shit in other groups, not realizing that I'm in those groups, or that some of our real friends are in those groups, and we'll screen cap it and be like, huh, you were kissing ass the other day, but you're talking shit today. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Just say, you just be mindful of what you put out there, because there's always somebody. I'm always watching you, Osowski. And Eric says, I wish I could fire customers. Oh, you're very generous with the cool stuff sent to me and Crystal. We're family. We felt like that since before we all met it. Since before, yeah, we all met in 2018. We're old, Pilar. We're old. You're a better person than me. Pretty selfish when it comes to my stones. I'm a pain in the ass because they really do exist. Yep. Thankful in the last 3.5 years I've been with the company I'm at. I've had less than 10 outstanding bad customers. Good. I figured I've been there before, needing to get then done, and we have been, and that's what we've been doing. I feel like some people have lost their grace, and what's wrong with the world today? Just sad. Yeah, 100%. First, seek to understand and believe positive intent. 100%. Everybody's human. We all make mistakes. I was joking about the unripe strawberries. I wasn't even talking about you. What, did I miss that? Unripe strawberries? No, we didn't set that because that was right. Because we're like, it totally made sense. That was the orange was that the orange in there? And like that, when there was things like that, there's things that just happen. Like Gloria, what was that? We screwed something up else for Gloria. Gloria, was it shipping? Yeah, Gloria is shipping. USPS every time, USPS every time, USPS every time. And it's like, in my head being the consumer, I'm like, oh, we can save them money and credit back into this way. No, they pick shipping for that. Don't mess with it. Taught me a valuable lesson, and I learned. So, yeah, I don't have any problem when understanding from that side, because we've all been in there for it with it. There's flatbacks, and there are the accents and hotfix, right, Corey? Yes, hotfix and flatbacks, both. More to pick from in the flatbacks. Corey's gonna make sure we're gonna get right into it. Why don't you say, what do you say? We'll get into that, and Corey, and she says, I've got stuff to do, so let's get her in there to do it. All right. So we're gonna do some studs, and as you can see, I went ahead and when I come off the screen, I'm gonna keep talking. Tell me if you can hear me or not hear me with it. So studs here. We've got, what color stones are we using tonight for this one? We got a 2-color design here. So we're going to use the red studs. And look, you can see the camera is farther back so we can see stuff. So we've got the red studs that she's going to use. And sparkle and glitter white. So glitter white. She's going to use the red studs in the glitter white that we have here for it. And this is the first time that Corey's seen studs, do studs. I'm going to see, Corey, if I turn this on, if I get any feedback, because you could probably talk and they could probably hear you. So I'm going to have to see if I can unmute you.
Well, yeah, you had me muted because I was coughing weeks back.
Yeah, see? I can hear you through there. Now they can hear you. They can hear you talk too. So look at Corey's pretty nails.
I'll try not to cut.
Corey's got pretty nails. If you get any feedback, let me know so that it's in there. So here's what we got. Stones, and they're considerably lighter than stones as well. Wouldn't you agree, Corey?
No. Yes.
No? Yeah.
No, he took I was trying to find this. Hudson took it. Yes, okay. They are lighter weight.
They are lighter weight with it. All right. And so she's using the monster brush here. And what I've found is you have a lighter touch, and they will brush in, pretty close to normal right now. So you'll be able to, you'll still be able to use your same templates, your same designs. It'll just give you a different look for it.
They get stuck right here, though.
What was that?
They get stuck on the flock. Look.
Oh, they're getting stuck on the flock. So more of a staticky. They are a little more staticky.
Not staticky. I think it's because
because they're not sliding across because of
they're concave or whatever.
Because they're concavalness. The concavalness. And Corey, Jocelyn said your nails look great. It would be really weird for me to put my feet on the screen.
I don't want to flip you off, but I had to do, because we're going to do stuff at the school, so I had to put a reindeer on there for the kids. Wherever that dang
right
what?
There.
I don't know where it's at.
Right there. There it is. The thing. It is Christmas week, and that's the other thing we have at the school. We have school stuff that we need to get done. We've got school concerts. We volunteer at the school. We've got that done. So add that into the mix. It's all about them kids. Them kids. We got to make sure they're taken care of with it. So
they're not horrible to brush in. I mean, they're a little bit more finicky, but not.
They're a little more dainty. Is that what you said?
I said finicky.
finicky. So a little more finicky when you're putting the stones in there for it. And so you are going to take a little more time with it, which this is something to remember. When you are doing Rhinestuds on this, you're going to take a little bit longer than what you would on stone. So that needs to be accounted for when you do your pricing of things. So while the Rhinestuds might be cheaper on a product wise, you are going to spend more on labor. And labor always is the most expensive thing in your business. Not lights, not gas, not insurance, not phone, not cable, not internet. Might be, coffee is right up there with it, but labor is your most expensive thing. And for those that say, I don't have any employees, I need you to go ahead and grab your phone, turn it into selfie mode, and look at that person. That's the employee. You are doing this. If you're doing this as a hobby, congratulations. I don't know what that means. I cannot do a hobby and not think, how can I not make money off this? It's very hard. I look at everything as a dollar and cents thing. And I said, what kind of hobby can I do to not try and make money at? And about the two, I used to say it was barbecue and grilling, but I still will always love to have a little pop-up food truck. I don't want to do catering or anything like that because it's always nights and weekends, but I'd like to have a little pop-up truck and have some fun with it and cater an event here and there because I did it before and I loved it. The other thing, we're going to make it, Corey and I are sitting down after the holiday, and between then and New Year's, and we'll go through it all. We'll make our list of goals for 2026. There's some goals that I'd love to be able to do, but I don't think we'll be able to obtain. The biggest thing is because in order to obtain some of those, we need some employees because we need some people to do some stuff so that we can do some stuff. So we can go out of town. We can go do things. We both can't go because, hey, we need somebody here to man the shops. So, going through those, and I think I'm going to buy a forge. I want to forge a knife, and I don't know why. I just want to say I did it. I haven't done anything like that in probably 30 years, in jewelry making, and it's something I want to try and do again. So, I think I'm gonna get a forge, and I'm gonna forge some stuff.
Did you mute me?
What?
I said you can go to Tennessee and make a knife. You don't need to buy a forge.
What'd you say?
I said you can go to Tennessee and make a knife. You don't need to buy a forge.
I can go to Sam's to make a knife?
Tennessee!
Oh, I can go to Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see. She's the only 10 I see. Look, she's trying to get me there. Glass blowing. I want to get back to, my creative roots. I loved, I've taken glass blowing classes before. I've taken metalworking and jewelry making and all that before. I've made things in.
I don't know how to get these extra ones off here.
I don't know. And this is what we're going to find out. So here, we're seeing that they're sticking this. So my suggestion is to grab.
I can push this harder, but I can't.
What about
I can't get the ones.
Do you have one of the application thingamajiggers over there? The
what?
Squeegees. The squeegees. Can you use a squeegee and pull that off? Look at that. She's thinking.
Yeah, but that's only going to work well.
Yeah. This guy. She married this guy who's smart sometimes, and that's smart. So we'll see how it is for her. All right. So as she's going through this, we're going to see what here there. Let's see. I'm gonna see where I was in it for it. Let's see. Have this design. Just haven't done it yet. Well, now's your chance to do it. Will we still have access to purchase files? Yeah. Yep. Everything's the same. In 2026, we will be, making the move over to Shopify. So there will be a time where, hey, you're only going to have, X amount of times you get in and download all of your files. Just like last time that the website was moved from servers or from platforms, you'll have given plenty of notice with it. But right now, yep, all your stuff's in there. You can go get it. No problem. She is our hand model. Her hands look way, way better than mine. Megan said, just got the bling anything material and the cool mixed stones. Woohoo! Love it, love it, love it. Men usually like studs. I like them all. I will wear it all.
I've been wearing blinged out stuff all week.
Yeah, Hudson has all week. Every day has been a blinged out little kid, and one teacher wants to see what he's wearing the next day for it. Tomorrow will be the Mega Bling Christmas shirt is what he's going to be wearing tomorrow because it is the Christmas program. So we'll have that with it. Do we have to cut the flock different for rhinestones? We cut it the same. Crystal says, be sure either way to make a huge pile of stones and brush them much easier. That way, versus skimping on cleanup. Absolutely. Absolutely. The more you
Well,
can
the
add.
problem with these, though, is then you get more stuck in them.
Yes, that would be the other problem is you get more stuck in it too. So we're finding this out, like, hey, how does this work? Here's what's going on with it. The cams machine's pretty easy for them, I will say that. Cut the flock the same as you studs as you would for stones. And Barb says the metal studs make a classic neckline when pressed. Ooh, there we go. I didn't think about that. I think the neckline stuff, it reminds me of the early 2000s affliction things. Remember that? I love the whole. It reminds me of my brother's ex-wives. All 14 of them. 14 ex-wives. Woo! So hello to you. Showing my YouTube. This is Carol. Yes, we see you, Carol. We see you. I'm not sure why. It's the account that you're logged in. And YouTube changed it. Was it a couple of weeks ago? On some. Sometimes it doesn't show your channel name. It was what you registered as. Is that what it is? It does make me really happy. Not as happy as sharing. Sharing stuff makes me really happy. Jerry, as soon as this is over, I'm throwing like a 9.5-hour 3D print on the 3D printer, and we'll show you guys that tomorrow. And remind me too, Jerry. What time do we have to be there tomorrow, Corey?
9 something.
What?
9 something.
Yeah, so we'll have to get you guys going. We
9:45.
gotta head over to the school tomorrow, but that's what we got. Erica, I just discovered on Sunday it's not a good idea to try and drink coffee with double cream and sugar. Tim Hortons double. I get hyper jittery and make a load of mistakes. Oh, I've been there. Where I've been the jittery and the jive, and yep, I'm right there with it. Hi Barb, I've been getting my 3D filament organized as my Black Friday PS1. Oh, Carol, we got the P2S. That's what we got. We got it so that way we can create. We got it for a few things. I want to make speed shapes with it and things for Corey to be able to crystallize using our flat back, so we can show those off for it. There are. Some what is the thing? Why am I completely drawing a blank? The things that you put things in that hold the things for
Cup holder, pen holder,
jigs. I needed to print some jigs for our lasers, so that way we can engrave some stuff with TRW logo on that. I've got my first where we took somebody else's print and we added some stuff to it, and we're gonna get that going tonight. But it should be pretty cool. We'll see how that is. 10 I see. Jess was right there.
I think I got them all.
Jess was right there with it. And this was just right off our site. It's been there for a while. So all right, there's looks like one hole right in the boob in the right hand, and then one on the top one. The top one right below, like with the dangly circle, right at the top. There's one right there, and then in the other one, right below the little, right there. You got it, nailed it. All right, so that didn't take long at all.
Yes,
That didn't take long at all. So now Corey's going to get this one up. And what was the other color you're going to do? The sparkling
white. Yeah. No, glitter white.
The glitter white. So we'll be able to show this off and press this through there, put it in. So 2-color transfer, and maybe now that we realize, hey, this is more than what we thought. Maybe it should have been a single color. But this is what we learned, right? Like, it has not been done before on this. I should have reached out to. We have people that on a very consistent basis use studs. I should have reached out to them and been like, hey, we've never worked with studs before. We own a rhinestone company. We've never worked with studs before. You got any tips and tricks for me to know? Because otherwise, we're just going to go and see what happens. And that's what we did. Just went and seen what happens for it. There'd be a download all designs, please option. I'm not sure how it worked last time. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought you had to go in and do it each. All right. Pilar would be able to tell us if we're able to do that. And Carol said, yes, I have Bamboo Labs P1S 3D printer. I love it. It is a not a shabby little guy. That P1S is rock solid. We went back and forth. Do we go P1S or do we go P2S? And I drugged my feet long enough where P1S was no longer in stock anywhere. And so then we was like, okay, P2S it is. So let's go ahead and get with that one. Peg, hello to you. Right, 14 lives. I'm loving the new designs. I have to pace myself because I want them all. Well, hey, we got more coming. As we look here, probably won't see more Christmas ones because Christmas is a week away. Might sprinkle in a few New Year's designs between now and the end of the year, but January. I gotta look at the schedule. What's our holiday schedule? Are we closed on the Friday after the holidays? I mean, I won't be closed. We're always here. We're doing stuff behind the scenes. We're doing stuff there, but the girls might start uploading stuff right there on the holiday, on the 2nd. And you can see, regular transfer tape, regular acrylic transfer tape, and you just gotta commit. You gotta, where you're gonna go. She's looking, she's figuring out how she's gonna line up and go, and she's like, you know what, F it, I'm going. Boom, done, commit. All right, woo, is done. It's done, son. She's got that. She's got a cute little ear right there poking in. I see that little ear. But when we see right there at the beginning of the year, what are we going to have? We're going to have, and I think Crystal actually put out Valentine's Day one already, the anti-Valentine's Day one, if I saw. But we have theirs. TRW will be putting out their own one soon. Remember, if you are a Wizard 2026 new subscriber during the month of December, your $29.99 will be given back to you in credits, in digital credits that you can use on new designs that are TRWs. So that's why I'm making sure. My commitment to you is to make sure to have at least one new design a week. So 4 designs a month. You're getting, $30 in credit. So you're able to get 3 of those. Now, I guarantee there's going to be more, but my commitment to you is to make sure that there's at least 1 a week. There's going to be, there might be a week where says there's 0, but there was 8 the week before. So upcoming, what do we have? Well, we have Valentine's Day. I've already got those loaded, ready to roll for it. We've got Black History Month. We've got stuff ready to roll for that. We've got Mardi Gras, where you got stuff ready to roll for that. We've got St. Patrick's Day. So we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4 holidays upcoming, and we're going to rock and roll with all those. And we're going to keep bringing you fresh new designs that you're going to be able to, hopefully you fall in love with. And then on top of that, I know, there's these things called sports that this company has been known for to do. And it was always, people were like, hey, we're not always in the sportsy things. Well, you know what? Maybe things will change. I know that, there's been a request for pickleball stuff. So maybe there's going to be some pickleball designs. I know that there's been, some calls for some new designs on things for cheer, for dance, for swim, for track, for bowling. There's a lot of those unsung sports that kind of got left out, and we're going to make sure that everyone is represented. And I said we're going to do our best. Where my goal in the perfect world is if TRW itself can be putting out 20 to 40 new designs a month for you guys to have out there, and so that's that's what we're working towards, is putting that out there for you. And if you sign up and you're a Wizard user and sign up with the new 2026 subscription service this month, you're gonna get those credits so you can use them for that. Pretty excited about that. And Justice said, my husband just got Bamboo one. He really likes his far. We love ours. Like, we were from box to our first print was literally 20 minutes, and Hudson set it all up. Do studs have to be brushed with the foam brush? What do you recommend? We use our monster brush just here. This is Peggy. This is the first time we've worked with studs. Corey or myself. Well, I've done a little when we were doing some when I was doing some videographing. When I was doing some pictures and videos, and I was like, okay, it's a lighter touch. It's there with it. This is Corey's first time ever working with studs, with Rhinestuds. First time working with Rhinestuds. And you can see it's not, it is a little slower of a process, and that's something to be mindful of it. So that way we can go ahead, you can make sure that's accounted for. The 9-hour print's nothing. The one that we looked at was 170 hours. She is working very hard right now. She is working very hard. This is pretty good. Why are most designs SS10 across the industry? Okay. So here's why I feel. is because it's the most readily available stone. It is not too big because remember you're limited on sizing, like the width of a shirt. So when you go with like a 10 by 10 area, with the 16 stone, you can't put a whole lot of those on the shirt. And with an SS6 stone, it takes a lot of those for a shirt. Like here, girls, why I'm going to bring myself back on the screen because I'm cool like that. I'm going to bring myself back on here and put me side by side. Like Corey's pouring that in here. I had a customer, ask me about doing. They wanted some little vests that they're doing. And so it's for a dog vest. And I said, yeah, we can do that. We can throw it in the cams. We got the stuff ready. Girls, now you can see, here's what it did. These are SS6s, but, look how many are in that. And so that's just a 6-inch design. As a 12-inch, could you imagine what it is? It takes up a lot more with it. So that is one of the reasons, that the 10s in it. Now, we'll do the other thing is when you start mixing stone sizes like 10s and 6s, now we need to make sure that you're having color. So I would prefer everybody in every design have 16 10s and 6s, so you buy more stones. But when we're able to say, hey, you only need one size stone for this, it makes it easier for people that are trying to do it. So I'll relinquish myself back here and leave it up to Corey to be on there. So we'll get back to that one. There's that one. There's that one. There she is. And now I'm good to go. But across it, that's why. Because it's just easier to manage for people. Eventually plan on getting the P2S next spring or summer. You need to make stuff organized by craft room. I know so many, like we were already looking at cable holders, bar holders, hook holders, so many of the little things that we can use around the business to make things better. Yeah. I don't know, Patty. Is there a Rhinestud brush? We're using the same monster brush that we have. And you can see this one is the sparkling white that she's installing, that she's brushing in right now.
This is glitter white.
Glitter white. Kim's checking in. Kim, are you in Oklahoma? Are you in
Arizona?
Arizona. Which place are you at? Hi, Peggy. And Clark said, eons ago, Matt tried car buffing sponge thing to brush it. Oh, I gotcha. We'll see.
They brush in okay. It's just getting them out of the way.
Yep, brushing in fine, getting them out of the way, not so fine. So we're going with it. And Carol said the bamboo is awesome. So my anchor make M5 bed slinger help pay for the. And that's the thing is bamboo is the Apple of 3D printing. It's just easy to use. No, not a download all options I've ever seen, unfortunately. There we go. We got the answer from Blar. So Eric, start going now. And start. I recommend that to everybody. We will be switching over websites sometime in 2026. And it might have to drag out to early 27. But get in there now and start downloading all your stuff so you can do it. Is the TRW Wizard Features webinar bundle the best starter training pertinent to the latest version? Yes. There's another option. We'll join the Hall of Fame once you can afford. Yes, Lexi, getting that bundle is going to give you so much great knowledge to get started in it. Not Valentine's Day. Hey, yeah, we got Valentine's Day in 2 months from today. And think of this, Eric. Like, if I want to sell you, if I want you to be able to sell Valentine's designs, right? Well, if you want to produce them and offer them to your customers, you're going to say, if your turnaround time is 5 to 7 business days, and you want people to have it before Valentine's Day, so let's say the 12th is when they need it in their hand. Well, that means that your cutoff is right there at the beginning of February. Well, if you want to market and put it out there for 2 weeks beforehand, that means that you are marketing those things starting in the middle of January, right? If not before, which means if I want to market to you to sell, I need to be marketing to you before that. So that way you can buy the designs to make the things to be able to show off to promote. So 2 months out is pretty much where we're at. Things that we need to get out there for. So, like I said, upcoming, we have the Black History Month, we'll have the Mardi Gras, we'll have Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day. And we'll be getting all of those things out there for you. Yes, we're closed the Friday after the holiday. I don't know who made that schedule. That wasn't me. That was definitely pre-me right there. And Crystal has one up. Yep, that's right. It was the anti-Valentine. It was pretty cute. Pretty cute, I did say. How soon do I need to download my order to make sure I have access to them? Will they be available on the new website eventually? No, they will. They won't be available. I won't say no, Carol, but I am almost positive no on that one, that they won't transfer over, that information just won't transfer over for it. So I would start downloading all that stuff now. Just you go through it and you know what order number you're on. You have it, go through and start your download on it, and that way you have plenty of time for it. Get on it, Janessa. Get on it. You have 15 days to upgrade to the wizard. You have 15 days to upgrade that to be able to. What are we getting in this month? And guess what? You're waiving the $100 upgrade charge. You're $29.99 a month, and you're getting $29.99 back in digital credits each and every month that you remember. So you remember 2 years from now, $29.99. If it's $100 a month, you're still paying $29.99. You are locked into that price. So this is the best time to get in to be able to do things for it. And Lexi to Pilar, or Pilar to Lexi, I humbly say the Hall of Fame is the best bet. We do not have webinars on the new version yet. They're working through it, but the Hall of Fame, tons. I'm hearing, for those that are in the Hall of Fame, how have you liked the last few months? You don't have to talk about how that it wasn't great before, but I would love to hear how good it is now. And I think I need to make it so that Pilar can't fit through a door because her head's too big. And if you know Pilar, she's little, so she would look like a Funko Pop bobblehead if we get her head too big. So yeah, she's been crushing it over there. So anytime you can give her a shout out for it, let's do it. Okay, I was looking for the best way to familiarize myself with all the features the fastest instead of watching lots of lives, scrubbing through info I need. I will tell you this, even though I own the company, even though that we, this is our thing, there are a ton of it that I don't use on the regular because I use it for what I need it for, and I still have to go back and look and watch videos and be like, how do I do that again? Because it's not something I do on the regular. So don't feel like you need to know everything to get started in it. Know what you want to be able to do. Mock-ups, I think, are one of the first things. Once you know how to do the mock-ups with it, that tremendously helps you out with it. Like I says, I've watched tons of videos already. When I did the trial last year, I realized I still had a lot to learn. We all do. If you're not learning, you're not earning, baby.
Am I still muted or you can hear me?
What?
Am I muted or can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Like through the phone?
I can hear you. They can hear you.
Okay.
Why were you going to swear?
No, Mary Alice was asking about using the scraper. Yes, we tried it just to see, and it actually pulled them off without flipping them back over. Easy. Ooh. I mean, a lot easier.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I plan to make things 3D print and rhinestone. Absolutely. That's what I did. I made Corey a chubby reindeer so that way she could stand out. He's a little chubby reindeer. He's so cute. I can't wait to see it. And then ask them the crafting page. The Hall of Fame is tons of great feedback. Yes, it is. Oh, I do want to join. Not in the current budget. And let's help you get there. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do? Oh, so you didn't even like double stack. You're gonna do two.
I didn't.
Oh, okay, so she's doing this one, and this was the glitter white stones. Now, when it comes to studs, Todd, you're a stud. Those are studs. You should know your own kind, buddy. Okay, studs right there. Studs press at the same time too. You're 325 for your 15 seconds. So there's with that on that. Yes, the first anti-Valentine scene. Not everyone likes it, so I figured I've got a couple that might be a little spicy. We'll see how they turn out. Like there was Corey gave me a little questionable looks on some. She goes, I'm not sure some people like them. I'm like, but some people will. And if somebody's offended, then they'll tell me and I'll know we can't do that anymore. So we'll go for there. Maybe there is some Valentine's Day. Maybe there's some single ones too. There's some single ones on there. Okay. OMG Betty. I only know my brother is done because he passed away early this year. But like you said, the ones we know about. Oh, wow. I need to sit down and once get situated moving with Rhinestones. Yeah, you do. Summer Bowl. Let's go. You're sort of right when you put the first in your right, Pilar, in the initial download. There is the code that's in there with it. So you should have had it right there with it. Just got a P2S. Get the expansion. What's the expansion, Annette? What's the expansion? I don't have an expansion. What is that? If you want chain braid numbers, you'll need it. What am I doing? Because I've got I've got the 2 lasers. I have the 3 lasers. 3 lasers, 4 lasers. Got a few lasers. So there's enough. And then Chris check the PDF. Yep, that's right. It's logging your account. Okay, so here it is. She's going to press this on there. She's going to set it up to press right now. We're using a Bling Book page. Why? Because we can hang it up and I can come in here and show it to you. And look at that, Mary Alice. Preach it. The Hall of Fame is amazing. Training classes, best bet for the money and best time too. Love it, love it, love it. So she's making sure that everything is lining up where it needs to be.
Making sure it's not found on the Bling Book page where I put it.
Right. She's making sure it's lined up on the Bling Book page before where she puts it for you. My boy mom brain converted P2S to PS2. I kept doing it too, Megan. I kept doing it too. All right. Sitting here, watch my twin-in-law brushing some stones. No, she's not brushing stones. Studs tonight, Kim. Studs. She's doing studs tonight. That's weird to say. She's doing studs tonight. Hey, push that. When you do it, move it more towards the back because you're getting the glare from right there. You can see where the glare, right there. So then we can see it. So that's where it is. All right, you're gonna press this. All right. So we're gonna press this. She's gonna be pressing at here it goes. Oh, what is it? Hitting the button?
Not listening.
3:25. 15 seconds. And that's little Miss Hattie's hand is now there with it. She's doing that. So 3:25, 15 seconds. That's the kilo air slide compress. And I think we're gonna start carrying those in 26 too. There it is right there. Ooh, looking good with it. And we're gonna see how these peel. Peels beautifully. Look at that beautiful peel. Go up there and show the camera a little what you got going on there with it. And these little Rhinestuds. This is red Rhinestuds. All right, red Rhinestuds. Ooh, those look good. We'd have once you're done with, we'll have Hattie do her little camera light thing with it that she's doing so well now. Girl said we had snow, but we're supposed to be in the 50 next week. We've got snow sitting 8 foot out in front of our house because we're in a cul-de-sac and we're at the top of the key and all the snow's in our yard out there. We had to make a path from our neighbor's house to our house for the mailman because there's just the city covered everything. It's just wild out there. Ask questions in class. That's right. I have a small brush like you use with hair. Helps clean it up. There we go. Still learning regardless of squirrel moments. We all have those, and you're learning so much from there. So super excited with that. Now she's lining this up here. If she would, she's working it. She's getting there. Wait, Corey is pushing studs off with a scraper. I heard her say monster brush was too hard. Yep, she used the stud. Yep, she used the scraper with it. What?
Couple moved. Hang on.
She moved some stuff. It's awesome. I've learned so much. Love it, love it, love it. Pilar's been doing great. I'm very rarely live due to work, but I love watching the replays. Love it, love it, love it. I love the video help tab in the wizard. All right, so we're pressing again. 3:25, 15 seconds that we can go through there for it. Hall of Fame, $29.99 a month. I think that sounds right. I have to double check. YouTube takes their huge cut. We don't have much there from it, but I'm almost positive. Stop talking 3D printer. Try my best. It took me a long time. All right, so she pressed this. Now she's going to go ahead and peel, and we're going to take a look at this, and then it's. Is the H supposed to be like that?
No, it's got.
Are we missing 2?
There's one stuck right there.
We're missing 2.
I don't know where the other one just went because it was there.
And one moved at the bottom of the H2.
Where?
The white one's moved. Yep. Oh, it's still hot. She's gonna try. She's gonna move it like it's hot. Move it like it's hot. She's gonna be like, "Yep, well, you can go ahead and do this." And now we're gonna see. Is she gonna go ahead and be like, "I'm just gonna grab 2 studs and put it in here"? Does it look like there might be 1 or 2 missing in the hat too? No, that's a crease. I think.
No.
I think it's there.
You just should.
I like all the input from the members of the Hall of Fame. Great questions, ideas, and people. Yes. Eric says, on the other hand, sometimes trying to find that. I know this action in the wizard, but where is it? Oh, happens to me all the time, Eric. All of the time. The riser. Oh, the riser. Yeah. What else? What do I need it for on the P2? What's the reasoning on that one? I've seen them, but I don't know the reasoning. That makes it taller. There we go. Now I get Nick. Side embroidery. Now she's coming back with the again, I love seeing mixed media. If you're doing stones with embroidery, if you're doing stones with DTF, if you're doing stones with HDV, if you're doing stones with sublimation, I love the mixed media for it. Yes, first coupon code is in the PDF that comes along with it. All right, so there it is. Look at that, all better, all better. Now it got a little put. There it goes. Oh, look at that, all better now. And I'll bring it up and do the lighty thing, and then we'll bring it over here and we'll show it off. Like I said, we're gonna draw, from everybody who signed up, made purchases. You're gonna get in here. We're gonna give some stuff away tonight on it, and is the kilo press. We're gonna look at carrying those presses here. Let's see. Let me do this. There it is. So there it is. You can see there. Now we can see an up close of a stud. So there's the glitter white. Let me do the flashlight on it. Oh yeah, and see that nice metallic look. That white is really good with that. So good with it. So another fantabulous thing. First time ever. We have the studs. We did it. We showed some stuff with it, and those worked pretty good. So I'm really excited with that. I'm happy with how that turned out. I think I would use these for sure in select projects for it when I want that other kind of look for it. But looking really good there. Great job, Corey. Great job. Any other questions, comments, concerns from Corey before we get her out of here so she can get back to work? And now look, now I got the nice little hook that we can hang that on. Oh. Yeah, that's why I got hooks, so I can hook the stuff behind me. So we're good to go with that. Okay. I'm going to wrap comments up here. We got about, we'll go, it's 8:18 right now, 8:25. We'll do some drawings. So get your stuff in there. We are going to, let's see, from what do we have in here? What do we have? I need to go check out my listicles. Where's my listicles that I have of my stuff that I know where my stuff is because of the wonderful things it does. Yeah, get those in there with it there. And we'll have it and we'll set and we'll be good to go with it. Everybody go to get your entries in. You get your entries in. You need me to post that again here in it because we will close that in like 6 minutes. Yeah, like six minutes. 6 minutes today. Yeah, 6 or 7. 6 or 7 minutes. We'll get those in there. We'll get ones in. If you give away, you're in. You've made purchases, double in, so you can register twice. So we'll get in there for it. And I think for the ones, for these ones, we'll get in here. We'll put it in here, and we'll do it all in there for it. We're going to give away the templates. We'll give away stones, and you can make that shirt with it there with it. Let's see if I screwed anything else up. You guys will let me know. We have around 10 inches of snow on the ground. We are... I think they said we're 0.1 inches away from the snowiest pre-winter ever because winter doesn't start for a couple more days. Snowiest pre-winter ever with it. Do you ever use the heat pen or do you repress the entire design? I've never used the heat pen. Repress the entire one. Talking lasers, yes. I've got the F1 and the S1. And so we use those for little things here and there. Like when we were focused on the retail and we were partners with Xtool and, we were beta testing for them. And now they're like, hey, since you have the Rhinestone World, do you guys want to open up a facility? Okay, I'm like, we don't have, maybe down the road, but not there for it. Not there for it. Okay, that's beautiful. I think it did turn out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it is. Carol, I agree. Bamboo Lab is the Apple of 3D printers, and they have double nozzle printers with the 10-watt. But I'm not sold on that. Like, just buy a standalone laser. Like anything that's like a double thing, like especially for the price, I can get a laser that does the same and has a bigger area or less, but use the 3D printer for what it is, and then you can get it there for cutting expenses, but looks like a roll. It is pretty slick. We have seen that one for it too. Let's see what else over here. We're loving that it only snowed one time here. I gotta get out of here, Pilar. Let's see. Yes, Pilar. We can show over the recurring. Let me go do that while you guys got 4 minutes to go make sure to get an order in or go in and get that one here. I'm going to go over to the Rhinestone World. And let me bring up so I can share the screen because I need to not stop share. I need to stop sharing that screen so then I can add another screen because that's how this works. So we'll bring that one up. So if you go over to the rhinestoneworld.com, there it is. If you head over to our website, first thing should be popping up is this: just released Wizard 2026. You just click right here, buy it now. Come here, you're going to have two options. If you are a current user, you just need this one, the Wizard monthly subscription. If you're new, you're a new user. So here's one. If you are already a Wizard, right here, we just click here on Wizard monthly subscription. Now, once it's here, here's what we need to do. Right here, bow, 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 bow. Frequency. If you don't do this, next month your Wizard's not going to work because you didn't sign up for a subscription. You need to come right here and you need to select monthly. Once again, from the drop down, recurring, go right here, monthly. You do that, you'll be good to go. We even have a picture that shows you where you need to hit and do that. So that way, you'll be able to see. What's the word I'm looking for? We have it shown that same thing that I just shown. Recurring orders, like the frequency, the month. So that is where that is. Go do it. And oh no, wait, you can't see. Why that? Wait a minute. You can't see that. You can't see that. What is going on? Let's see. Oh. Here, why don't I share the right one? Man, that sure would be nice, wouldn't it? That sure would be nice if I shared the right Wizard with you. Good job, Todd. Let me back out of it. Once you click on that, it takes you here, featured products, where you have your Wizard monthly subscription. If you're a current user, this is the one that you would select. If you are a new user, this is the one that you can select. Now you should be able to see everything because, I was in the wrong one. I was in the wrong tab. So Wizard monthly subscription, we click on the Wizard monthly subscription. In this one, you'll see the picture. If we click on the picture, we even show you the other, what you need to do. Recurring order, select frequency monthly. So right here, recurring order. Right here, this drop down, you click this and you select monthly. If you do not select monthly, your Wizard will not work next month. So you need to make sure to select monthly. So that way you're on it. All right. Does everybody understand that? So we got that. Are we good to go on that? On how that works to be able to be good to go? Any other questions, comments, concerns that we have it? And while you're here on our website, remember, you can find all of our designs just by clicking designs up here, shop all. This will get you to all the designs. And here's new one right there. Look, the anti-Valentine, not today. Look at him. He looks so cute. We still have some Christmas ones. There's a ho, 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 Merry Christmas, Merry and Bright. And these ones, when you are Wizard user at the $29.99 and you're getting the $29.99 in credits, let me show you. If you look here and it says brand Crystal, your credits are no good to her. No credits can be used for this. Why? Because Crystal deserves to get paid for our work. So credits cannot be used towards this. If we look at this one, because I believe this is Pilar. Yeah, if we look at this one, same thing. Brand Pilar, no good. But if you look at the other ones, like this, brand, the Rhinestone World, boom, yep, good to go. So you'll be able to use that. And like I said, looking at this, so in December, like I said, we're going to do one a week, right? Well, let's count and see how many that TRW did this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, I think those were crystals, right? Yeah, those were crystals. We were both doing nutcrackers at the same time. And that's on the first page. And then we come back over here on the second page. And look, there's some New Year's ones. We'll probably pull from those. And then we had, another 5 that were there. I'm telling you, we're going to make sure that we're putting out new designs as a company to make sure that you guys are be able to use them. So, when people say, "Oh, I have everything you have," no, you don't, because I'm making sure that we're getting out stuff each and every month for you to be able to do. All right. As we're wrapping this up, we're coming in here and we can see what it is, and we got it. Yep, I'm on a different monitor. I found it. I just want to thank you guys for being progressive so quickly. I wasn't able to get this previously as I needed Terrell in the program, and now the monthly fee is cheaper and makes it attainable. We knew we were pricing people out, and there are already talks of I know I'm not even going to say it. Couple in time. I'm going to try and even do my best to help more people out by making something easier. So that's all coming down the road for it. I got my Rhinestuds. Yeah, I want to see what everybody makes of the Rhinestones. I got the Faith Scatter. Love it. Yes. Rhinestones are more flat, correct. Also, slightly less price. Do they shine? Yeah, they don't shine as much because we don't have the facets for it. But as you can see, like these are just using my lights here, and they're shining pretty good. Like if we put it next to the Joy right here. So yes, you're going to get more shimmer and shine out of this, but that doesn't look bad either. So you definitely got some stuff in there to add to the arsenal to be able to use it. And there's quite a few things to choose from in there for it. Now 13 sand on the bottom left. Oh yeah, there's 13 with it. There we go. We had it in there for it. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull. We're going to pull a couple things. I'm going to pull, let's see. I'm going to check here because I've got to find my giveaway thing on it, because while I'm doing this, if you gals would like to take care of the 5+ year members, and yeah, take care of that. I'll take care of the random. So you take care of the 5+, throw those in there, and then I will take care of the rest. But is there any other orders that are in there? And then we'll be able to see. I'm grabbing these ones from here, and we're going to copy those. And I'm telling you guys, we use, what is that called? Wheel of names. So that way there's no, hey, here's the stuff for it. We're going to put it in here for it. And we'll be able to be good to go. So now I need to go over and find. I need to find the giveaway. And I need to come. All right. Okay. So we've got stuff in here. Everybody's here. We're getting it in there. You're good to go. We're getting the wheel of names. We'll bring up the wheel of names, and then we'll be able to see for it and go for it. So there it is. I need to remove this from the stage, and then I need to share another one. So that way you are able to see it, and I just keep singing right along as we go along so you can see what we have. And there it is. Okay. Do I have everything in there? I believe I have them all in there. I have the names in here for it. And here's what we're going to have for it. All right. First up is we're gonna do a little. We'll do the sampler first. You want to do sampler where your next order that requires shipping. Both of these next order that required shipping, which means if you placed an order tonight, these will ship out for you tomorrow. If you did not place an order, you have 2 weeks to place an order to claim your prize. Otherwise, it goes into the bottomless pit of forgotten prizes, and it's kind of like the land of misfit toys. So make sure to place an order in the next 2 weeks for that. And we got it. Okay. So as we go in here, the 5-year member, I got to go up here so I can copy this and put it in here for a mini pack of choice. Let's put that in here. 5+ year member, 5+ year member winner is going to a mini pack of choice. We're going to get those fun bongos. And that winner is going to be Betty Longden. You are the 5+ year member. Make sure to take a picture of the SKU, email in what you want. You have 2 weeks to claim that prize. So there's that one. And then for the random winner, random winner of the mini pack of choice. We're going to go ahead and pull that one in here next. So we'll grab that one in here. Random winner, chicken dinner. We'll go up here. We'll do that. And for that one, we're going to do that same thing where we play the bongos. There. One of these times, I'm going to get over here fast enough to be able to do it. Patty. Right there. Patty. Congratulations, Patty. There's Patty. Patty, you are winner, the random winner. All right. Okay. So now, first up, this one, we're going to send you a mystery bundle of studs. All right. Mystery bundle of studs. And so you guys log this one for me. So log these two for me so I remember. I put it in there. Mystery bag of studs. We've got the wheel names. That's what we're going to go with first. Here it is. 3, 2, 1. Let's click. Here we go.
Guys, could you see me? Wait, is Todd back? Todd's devices aren't connected. Do you guys see me? Please hold. So I'm texting Corey right now. Their internet glitched. Oh, and here comes my dog. Seriously? Hi, Kyle. It's okay, baby.
There.
There's Todd.
Yay! There's all right now. I'm back. Internet just went out, and the hotspot picked it up, and they were fighting each other. They're like two cats in a sack. They're like, and I'm like, no, stop fighting, We there it is. Now we're on there. Okay, so let's see. The last winner that we had, 2-minute stuff, broke the wheel, right? The last one, as we were going through that, because we were going through it, it was doing its thing, right? And we need to redo it so that way it comes back, because now everything's coming back up, and there it's going. So we will reload and make the stuff so that way, there we go. Okay, I think we're back in action. Where I can add that to the screen, and then we will be good to go. Share screen, and it's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. There it is. We'll make that guy this guy, and and then we're good to go. All right. There it is. We're good to go. Talk about a cliffhanger, right? I didn't even get a chance. All right. So we're there. So there it is. Dual auto press. We'll get some winner out of the way. This one's going to be for the 2 flock templates, the glitter white studs, the red studs, acrylic tape. Yeah. So you have everything here to make this design. So that's going to be in there with your next order that requires shipping. So before it gets out again, let's go ahead and we got it. Shuffle. Here it is. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, Jerry. Oh, Jerry. Studs. Jerry, I'm not giving any advice to you. You're going to figure this out. You want to know why? Because I don't have any advice to give. You're going to have to call Corey on this one. But we're going to get those, Jerry. Your next order that requires shipping, we will get that in the mail to you, Jerry. Thank you so much for playing along tonight. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns before we get it in there? Good to go with it, because everything went out of it. All right, there it is. We're good to go. She got in there with it. There's a code for the Rhinestuds. Ooh, once it's done, right? Yeah, we'll give you one to use on the next one, right? Or can they get in there? Am I the only one there? Blame me. Yeah, I'm gonna blame. Yeah, it's okay to blame Jerry. Jerry did it because she knew it was gonna win. She knew it was gonna go in there. Yeah, and they can crack it. There it is. They'll take care of it in there for it. Post winners. No, I came back in there. We're good to go with it. I'm not sure why it was being weird. Whatever. Okay. So with that, we're good to go. We got the stuff in there with it. I know Janessa's so close. So close. On the sample pack. Sample pack was Gloria. Gloria was sample pack, and Jerry was the stuff from tonight. I had to think about what it was. So we got it there. All right. Code's going to be good for the rest of the night, probably till tomorrow morning. TWT 25, stones, studs, flatbacks. There's that. Next week, not sure what we're going to do. We'll see what we'll pull together, because that's like 2 days before Christmas. So maybe a New Year's one, maybe a multi-deck New Year's one. We'll put one together. I think we have one. So we'll go through and look at that. And then, that's what we got. Okay, so I'll get out of here before the internet jacks up again. I can get off the hotspot and make sure everything's worked to go, because we still got work to do. It's probably still got another 3 hours before I can call it a night. So you guys, thank you so much for showing up. Remember, tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, we do Makers Movers podcast right here. Same bat channel, same all that fun stuff. So make sure to like and subscribe, and then you can come find us there. So until next time, you guys have an amazing night, and peace, love, press on. We'll see you then.